Well, Malaysia has agreed in principle to resume the search for the wreckage of missing Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. There were 239 passengers and crew, including 6 Australians, on board the flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing when it vanished in 2014.
Malaysia's Transport Minister says the proposal to search a new area in the southern Indian Ocean came from exploration firm Ocean Infinity, which had also conducted the last search for the plane that ended in 2018. Charitha Pattiaratchi is a professor of coastal oceanography at the University of Western Australia. He says advancements in technology is making a much more comprehensive search possible.
There has been more developments, more refined from the aircraft avionics point of view. That's what means that what happened in the air. But most of this is that the technology has developed a lot more. So this is going to be done by very much an unmanned vessels. So much more efficient in terms of lack of people, so that you actually is not weather dependent, etc. And very much here is about better technology. Some of the areas that they will be looking for is already been looked at before, but now with better technology, we're hoping that we will be able to locate the crash site.
So this group, Ocean Infinity, it was involved in one of the last big searches back in 2018. You're saying since that time, technology has advanced enough that it's definitely worth going back and having another look.
Exactly. Ocean Infinity developed much better equipment before the previous system, which was done by the ATSB. But now they have much better equipment, and these are brand new ships, unmanned ships that they have. So it is very much more optimistic.
This search will work on a bit of a no-find, no-fee basis. So essentially, Ocean Infinity will only get the $110 million if it finds substantial wreckage. What are the chances of finding a large piece of wreckage intact?
A lot of the large pieces would be intact. The engines, the fuselage, the undercarriage, etc. So there is a lot of hope that that information and the debris is, at the bottom of the ocean. So they will find substantial amount of the wreckage.
Yeah, look, finding the location of the actual crash site, I suppose, is one thing. Finding the wreckage is obviously another. Knowing what you do about ocean currents, how far could some of this wreckage have moved?
They wouldn't have moved anywhere because the bottom of the ocean is very calm. There is not very much currents, etc. And these are very heavy items, so they wouldn't have moved anywhere at all since they have been actually at the bottom of the ocean. So they would be scattered around an area, which was where it would have ended up originally. So they wouldn't have moved at all.
And given that they've been underwater for, more than 10 years now, would they still be in an intact state, or could they have been, I guess, substantially degraded?
These are made, most of these are made by carbon composites, which doesn't corrode, etc. So they would be very much intact.
Some of the fragments linked to MH370, some bits of debris, have already washed up in Indian Ocean islands and parts of Africa. What clues did those pieces of debris offer us about the potential location?
Well, in fact, that is the only hard evidence that we have about the plane. Everything, and that comes from the oceanography. So we have been able to use the oceanographic modeling to pinpoint or at least close to pinpointing where the wreckage might lie. And that's what they're actually going to go to have a look in the areas that we have been saying where the most likely area is based on the oceanographic conditions.
Do you think we'll ever find the wreckage of MH370?
Oh, I think I said that when the plane went down. Yes, we will. Whether this time will be successful, I hope that we will be.
I'm sure all the families hope you're right. Professor Pattiaratchi, thank you very much for your time this morning.
You're welcome.